Hello, how's going everyone? So how to install Snort on our Kali Linux? So this is not as easy as in Ubuntu VM. So this is my Kali machine. So if I want to apt install Snort, it will give me an error unable to locate package of Snort. This is because Snort is not in the Kali Linux repository. It is a default in Ubuntu's repository. So the main idea to solve this problem is only three steps. So the first one is copy the source list from sources list file from the Ubuntu machine to our Linux Kali machine, and then we can replace the sources list of our Kali machine with the sources list of the Ubuntu machine, and then we can use the repository of Ubuntu to install and download Snort. And the last step is we need to change the Ubuntu repository back to the Kali repository, make everything work as before. So there are 7 small steps in details how to get the three major steps done. So first, I use SSH connection. So before that, I need to check all the port. Make sure port 22 is open on both VM. So like this is my Kali machine. This is my Linux Ubuntu. So my Ubuntu is run on 192.168.3.50, and my Kali is on 192.168.3.10. So I need to check the port is open or not. .3.50 is my Ubuntu. Okay, 22 is open. Okay, good. 10 is my Kali. Okay, 22 is both open. Okay, right now I can try to make SS connection because 22 port are both open. So I will clear the screen first. Okay, keygen, generate a key pair. Okay, or random. I'll leave by default. Okay, so after create the key, sh copy the public key to the root user of my Ubuntu machine. There, 50 is my Ubuntu. But before I send the public key to my Ubuntu machine, I need to check these two parts. But usually this one is default. The first one is default password authentication set to no. But we need to check the most important is this one. This one may give us some error when we send files to root account. So here we can see, I can copy this one. I can check my Ubuntu machine. Okay, cd dc ssh, and see we have sshd config file here. So you can see I already changed this one to open PermitRootLogin. So that means I can use my Kali Linux to log in as a root user in my Ubuntu machine. Okay, so this one's good. Okay, right now I can send my public key to my Ubuntu machine. Okay, so type yes, and the password of my Ubuntu machine, root user. Okay, good. The public key added. Okay, so right now I can make SSH connection. So I can SSH, clear the screen, root account of my Ubuntu 3.50. Okay, can check right now I'm already in my Ubuntu's account. Ubuntu machine. You see that 350. Okay, I'm in here, and I'm a root user. Okay, so next step, I can copy. I'm already here. Already generate the key. Copy the key and the connection, and right now I can copy the source file to my to the user name kook in my Kali machine. So you can see here. So I copy the file from etc apt source list. This is in my Ubuntu Ubuntu machine. So I want to copy this file to the destination is my username hook. The hook user is a regular user in my Kali machine, because if we want to send a copy file, move file to your root machine, there might be some error, because in my Kali Linux I didn't change this part. I didn't change this permission permit root login. That might cause some error if I copy a file to my root user. So as I copy it to a regular user named kook, I will copy it to the folder here. Okay, press enter, give the password name, password. Okay, the file source list. I already copied the file from my Ubuntu to my Kali Linux. Right now I don't need this connection. So the next step is just use the file we copied from Linux to replace the file we already have in our Kali Linux. So it's here. But before we replace the sources list file of the Kali Linux, so we need to, it's better to make a backup file. apt, you can see that in our Kali Linux there already has one file named source list, so I want to make a copy of that one. Source list there dot backup. Okay, I made a backup. Okay, so if we want to check, so this is my Kali Linux sources list. I don't have much content inside because my Kali is a fresh installed. So this is the Kali repository. So when we type apt, we update or install something, we use the Kali repository. This is the Kali's default repository. So right now I want to replace it with the Linux one, with the Ubuntu's source list. So I already copied the file. I want to go to the home kook. You can see I already copied the file. File is here. I want to copy this one. Copy source list to replace the etc apt and source list. I replaced it. Okay, so right now we can check apt source list. Right now it's changed, replaced by the Ubuntu repository. Okay, good. So where are we? So we already changed the file. Okay, we are here now. We already replaced the file with the Ubuntu's source list. So right now we can try to apt update. Before we install something, we need to update first, right? So okay, here we will give us an error. This is the last step, second last step. So you see the public key is not available, no public key, and the key is here. Okay, we can use this one. Use this command to add the public key. Okay, apt-key adv and key server. Key server is ubuntu.com. Receive the key, and the public key is here, the same with this one. Okay, we can press enter. It will import the key. Okay, good. Right now, after you can do apt update. I will pause the video for a few seconds after the for waiting for the update. Okay, after the update, we can install Snort now. Oh, sorry. Misspelling. Okay, can see good. I can install Snort. Okay, everything's good. I gave 10 for my machine, doesn't matter. Okay, everything's good. It's installing. So don't forget, so after we install Snort, so we need to change the Kali repository back from its original, because right now we can check the apt. Right now the source list is use Ubuntu, right? So we need to change it back to Kali. So this is easy. We just copy the backup file. We just copy the backup file we made before to replace the source list. Okay, cool. You can try now. Okay, change it back. It's Kali repository. So if we want to apt update, you can see right now it's get the data, fetch data from Kali repository again. Okay, so this is how to install Snort on our Kali machine. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.